The third problem is that their incidence data is very retrospective. We all know this. The reports of sex abuse in the Catholic Church, most of them come out decades later, when someone later in life realizes or is able to apprehend the fact that they were abused at a younger age. This is common with sex abuse generally, where it comes through in some sort of a therapeutic setting or later in their life, or it's prompted by media reports of abuse, and they say, you know, that happened to me too, or other factors. As I'm going to mention later, the average time, lag time from abuse to the reporting of abuse in these data is almost 29 years. So what happens when you have a body of data where the look back is 29 years? Well, two things happen from a statistical perspective. The first is that it right truncates the distribution. It makes it look as if the mean of the distribution happens earlier than it does after you correct for that skew. And so what I do here is I correct for this skew, and it shows you, well, the blue bars in this little chart that I'm showing you are correcting for the skew, and you could see, especially, well, you could see on either side of the room, that the peak of the blue bars is to the right of the peak of the red bars, so it's moved forward in time. And what I do with the blue bars is I only look at reports of abuse that happened within the past year. And so all of those long-term retrospective reports, I'm ignoring them for the moment. And what I get is I will maintain a more reliable trend indicator of when the abuse rose and when it fell. Now, the two trends are not very different. There's not a radical difference between the two. Both of them show a rise and a fall, but the blue bars, the current reports, show a little later rise and fall.